You know what? To hell with this. If it's an Austin Lorenzen video you guys want, then it's an Austin Lorenzen video you're gonna get.
No, I'm pretty fucking far from alright. I need to buy a gun.
Hello everyone, AE86 Night Run here. Today, we will be talking about this guy named Austin Lorenzen, who was a former YouTuber who created Loud House videos. The reason why I say former is because he is now terminated as of the making of this video. But he has gotten into some controversy in the days leading up to his termination. What could he have possibly done? Well, strap in. This is going to be a long ride. But before we start, I would like to mention to you two different things. One, do not go out and harass anyone that is mentioned within this video whatsoever. And two, trigger warning. Yes, trigger warnings. This video will contain mentions and inclusions of not safe for work content, incest, and cheese pizza. For those who are sensitive to those topics, I suggest you click off immediately. But for the rest who have stayed, let's get this started. Now, this was all brought to my attention thanks to someone named Austin Lorenzen's FTL, right after I purged everything of Chris Barone related, due to the fact that I had little to no evidence to support that Chris Barone was a bit of a douchebag, aside from the fact that he was openly supporting Rocky Raccoon, who was very controversial for reasons. But the evidence that was provided to me by Austin Lorenzen FTL, to say it kinda shocked me was an understatement. With the evidence being video links and screenshots, with the videos being about fetishizing Lincoln Loud and some of the other Loud House characters, who mind you are under the age of 18 for most of them, and screenshots of him being an absolute asshole by accusing other users of being rude, which they weren't trying to be, and threatening to end friendships for whatever reason. Not to mention that, also with my digging and with a few pieces of more evidence coming from Austin Lorenzen FTL, we were able to compile that, yes, Chris Barone had been in cahoots with this guy for quite some time. Not to mention that Austin was also in cahoots with this person who was into Loudcest, aka Loud House Alabama shit. Do note that this user that I'm presenting to you right here will be important later on, so please keep it in the back of your head. However, when I did some digging into the Austin Lorenzen FTL channel for more evidence, I discovered that he's not that innocent either. Not only did Austin Lorenzen FTL get into a fight with Jack Studio 718 and started a hate campaign toward David Bosco, but he also made fun of Austin Lorenzen crying on two separate occasions. One of those occasions being on 9/11. I'm sorry, but whatever kind of excuse you have for pulling that stunt does not cut it. Disrespecting and making fun of someone mourning on a tragedy is absolutely disgusting. That's all that I need to say about that. Anyways, moving on. So, after I decided to break that little peace treaty and call out Austin Lorenzen and also re-upload those Chris Barone videos into a compilation, I got called out by Chris Barone and even David Bosco, with David Bosco even saying that my actions were unacceptable. And to that I say, I think it's completely valid considering that Austin Lorenzen is an absolute degenerate who fetishizes minors. Remember when I told you to keep this at the back of your noggin? Well, I think it's the perfect time to bring it up because this one is recent. So, WTLF, the one that I've mentioned earlier, decided to come up to me and say that Austin L isn't going to take my advice and that I was being a bossy asshole. I actually thought this was suspicious, so I decided to dig deeper and holy sweet Jesus. They've posted not one, not two, but a grand spanking total of 9 more different images involving incest, CP, and even AI slop containing fetish. So I rightfully crashed out at him for not only supporting someone who is a degenerate pedophile, but for also being a degenerate pedophile themselves by posting this kind of slop. And they decided to respond with, "Oh, I'm not the bad guy. You're not my boss. Just because I post that stuff doesn't mean I'm a mean guy." I don't give a fuck. You literally posted illegal content and thought that shit was okay. Who the hell did this to you that made you think that that was okay? And in what world is this illegal degenerate bullshit okay? You are an active danger to children because of your pedophilic thoughts. Your pedophilic ass needs to stay the fuck away from anywhere that has children in the vicinity. Sorry if I crashed out. I genuinely hate pedophiles. The last thing I would like to note is that after Austin Lorenzen got terminated, me and Austin Lorenzen FTL got harassed by someone named FunnyGirl1345 fan. And it was all due to the fact that FG1345 fan decided that me and Austin Lorenzen FTL decided to terminate Austin Lorenzen's YouTube channel, when that was the complete opposite. When the real culprit, who goes by the name of Russ709, decided to come forward and admit the truth. Despite me having to clear the air, FunnyGirl1345 decided to not believe me. Alright, one last thing before I end this off. So, Bumblebee Camaro, who has been giving off mixed messages, decided to go absolutely bonkers, calling me the N-word and sending me death threats and telling me that I'm banned from all Pizza Hut locations for God knows why. You know, despite the fact that he claims that he's 21 years old, he sure acts like a 6-year-old or a 5-year-old. I don't even know what to say, so, in conclusion, Austin Lorenzen is a degenerate who sexualized minors and his fans are absolutely nuts. Anyways, I deeply apologize if this video feels rushed or whatnot, but, I just wanted to challenge all of my anger into this one video, so, bye!